What's up, everybody? Kaz Denizon here with another open discussion video for you guys. Releasing sometime tomorrow, I will have a new video out regarding the Atari speaker hat, and if it's something that interests you that you want to purchase at half the price, I will be selling it on eBay for $50, $10 shipping. For the record, this retails at $125. I believe Atari discounted it to $99 after the holidays, so you're still saving money either way, whether you buy it from me or buy it from them. But after that video launches, this hat is going up for sale, so stay tuned on that. So, open discussion. Only want to keep this really short. I want to talk about a few things. So, obviously, the Atari VCS news hit the fan a few weeks ago about, Atari canceling manufacturing for the VCS. I'm here to tell you that's not exactly the case at all, and in fact, and please take my word for it, or don't, Atari has announced that they are going to continue manufacturing VCSs, but only if they can find a manufacturer that can make them for cheaper. They will still continue to support the VCS and have also announced that 16 new games will come out in the year 2023, and if production goes well, will continue into 2024. So the VCS has plenty of years more to come. One thing to note about the whole news of the Atari VCS being canceled and whatnot is that a lot of news articles got their hands on the yearly filings that Atari released to the general public. They released it not too long ago, and basically, they ran with it saying that Atari was discontinuing the VCS. Granted, yes, they did a lot of bad sells on hardware, but they are still going strong and are clearly dedicated to it, with some of the recent news that they've included right over here, where they have made contractual agreements with My Arcade. Yes, that My Arcade, the one that is notorious for making portable handhelds and mini arcade machines. Now, some of them aren't great, some of them are nice little novelties, but I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'm very positive about Atari, I'm very positive about the VCS. I'm a big fan of both the product and the company. Granted, I didn't grow up nostalgically with them as in my youth. I've developed a love for them as I've grown older. But I don't really know how I feel all too much about the contractual agreements with My Arcade. But one cool thing that they did mention roughly 45 minutes ago, as of the making of this video, that they are working on a conceptual design for a new classic controller. Yes, and look at this, man. With the RGB, the button input, it looks sleek and sexy, but it's just a test image. We don't know yet if it's actually released, but Atari has profoundly announced that they have a new contract with My Arcade. So this is step one in the new hardware development that they were discussing when the filing essentially went out, when the news broke, if you will. Excuse me, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But see, another thing that's also kind of important to note is that I'm not just here to talk about the VCS or Atari specifically. If you've noticed by the title, in the title by now, I also mentioned Intellivision Amico. And I bring that up because, well, I'm one of the suckers that bought the classics. The reimagined classics. They're nice little novelties. I will give you that. They are nice little novelties. They look good on a shelf. They look cool when you open them up and you see the coins and the lenticular cards and stuff. But the reason why I'm bringing this up specifically is because, well, a month and a half ago, I made another order. I kind of was testing the waters. I thought I got scammed. I contacted Shopify. Shopify couldn't do anything about it. They informed me to contact Intellivision, to which all of my emails were disregarded. Then, out of the blue, and I do mean out of the blue, I got an email saying that a package was delivered on my doorstep, and lo and fucking behold, sealed games. Sealed games. Intellivision is still selling these to the general public, so it looks like they're still in business. Granted, yeah, the test units have been in the hands of like DJC. Shout out to him, because honestly, I do kind of like his videos. His positivity and demeanor towards it is very... it's approachable. I can respect it. His enthusiasm is way up here, whereas my enthusiasm for a lot of things is about here. So I can appreciate the fact that this guy likes it, At this particular point, I don't really care if the Amico comes out. I think it's too late in the game. The hardware is outdated. There's not a large call for it. There's too much controversy. But, I'm also noticing that there's a lot of comparisons being made about the Amico in the Atari communities. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's justified. I mean, on the one hand, Atari actually put a console out. On the other hand, Amico did not. On one hand, Atari is doing good by its consumers, and on another hand, Intellivision is not. I mean, they're two completely different things. And I don't want to make too many more comparisons or try to upset anybody, but one thing in particular that really fascinated me was the fact that they still are shipping these out. If you're a collector, and you are a fan of these things, or if you're a fan of, the box art or whatever, they're nice novelties. I recommend you get them. I mean, with Intellivision still putting them out, I can't be mad. I mean, I really can't. I mean, look at this card right here. It's gorgeous, right? It's gorgeous. The packaging is nice, but really it comes down to, do you really want to support what could potentially, and I'm saying this very softly, very loosely, what could be potentially a scam? I mean, it's nice. That's all I can say about it. It's nice. You can't play them, you can't put them on a console, but otherwise, They're worth it. Going back to Atari, of course, I've been doing a lot of Atari dev space interviews with developers for the VCS, as well as some notable names such as Johnny Patinin, Ian Weeks, Tony Barnes, even Rich Whitehouse, who created the Big PMU emulator. So if you happen to have some time, check in on those videos and give them a watch. They're well worth it, I promise you. In fact, I have, as I'm filming this, another interview with Johnny Patinin. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize, Johnny, if you're watching. But I have his interview that's actually releasing right now as I'm recording this video. Anyways, getting back into it, tomorrow I'm releasing a video for 7 days with an Atari speaker hat. And that showcases its practicalities, how to use it, and so on and so forth. Not that you necessarily need a tutorial to wear a hat, but it's just kind of interesting thing that I've put together for you guys. I kind of had it on hold for a while to get other videos out of the way and scheduling all these interviews that I've been doing. But we have more content coming. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm not doing any more of the Jaguar advertisement videos, saying that loosely, advertisement videos, because they're not intended to be advertisements. They're videos that I make for fun that kind of advocate for them, dedicated to the creators. So once I kind of get back on track with that, it'll be hit with the disclaimer in the very beginning of it saying that you know, that this isn't an advertisement endorsed by respective companies to whichever that game is, but this is just purely a video made for fun. Otherwise, look out for those when they do come, because I hope you enjoy them. I have plenty more planned, but right now the ones for Dr. Typo and Brawn and Brains is currently put on hold, so I do apologize. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about everything that I've discussed here in this video. I know it's kind of going a little fast, I'm rushing it a little bit, but this is an open discussion. I want to hear your thoughts, so drop some comments down below so I can interact with you guys. It's the best way that I can grow my following and be able to learn more about all this stuff from people who have been with it since the generation started. So anyways, guys, I am Kaz Danazon with Crash Productions. Thank you guys for watching.